Welcome to the June customer training webinar with TradePending. Let's get started. All right, you got me, Matthew, Chief Marketing Officer here, and Gwen, product person. Hello, Gwen.
Hello.
We've got our contact information there. All right, as we always do, we will record this. We will share it out afterwards. If you have questions, please use the chat function or the Q&A function in the Zoom webinar panel. We've all been Zooming now solidly for 3 years. Hopefully that's no surprise to anybody. All right, before we jump into kind of what we're going to talk about today, we have a really interesting new product coming out soon called Guide. And we are looking for a few beta customers just to help us beta test this product. If you are using eLead or Vin Solutions or your CRM and you are up for doing some experimentation, we'd love to have you. Email me, Matthew@tradepending.com, or Gwen, and we can get you pointed to the right people here. So there we go. Looking for some beta feedback there. Would love to have you test it out. All right, so today, this is a training webinar. We're going to talk about a lot of things here. The hot leads report we mentioned before, we want to iterate this one again. It's just so darn cool. We have some new designs coming out. And then we've also heard a lot lately just from our dealers asking like, hey, where can we go to find some more of these best practices? We're going to bubble those back up to the top that you can see those. And if you make it through the whole thing, we've got some surprises for you at the end. All right, Gwen, I'm going to turn over to you for the hot leads report.
Yeah. As Matthew mentioned, we have spoken on the hot leads report once before, but we've been getting great feedback on it and hearing from dealers that they find it really useful. So the skinny on the hot leads report is it's basically a list of the folks who have been repeat visitors as of late to a specific vehicles of interest on your website. So you get an email daily. You can have it sent to you to one or multiple people and go in there. When we first talked about it, we were only having it sent out to one. We heard from you that having it sent to multiple people would be helpful. So we added that feature in. And now multiple people can get this email daily sent to them, showing anyone who has been a repeat visitor lately. And it gives you their name, email, phone, and a great link that will let you go in and see what vehicles they've actually been looking at. So you have great talking points for all these folks.
Yeah, as a marketer, I absolutely love this feature. Most of typically what you see on the sales side of things is like, yes, I've got my lead. Here's the one thing that they did. Well, now you're going to get this daily report that says, hey, Joe Schmo here has been back 6 times, like just yesterday. And here's all the vehicles that Joe Schmo is looking at. Holy crap, this is such a more qualified and better conversation to have on both sides of the telephone there.
Right.
You can see here, it's like, yeah, he's looking at Toyota. He's a Toyota loyalist in this case. You can also see, this was the vehicle up here that he was looking to trade in. So yeah, he's looking to go from a 2-wheel drive up to a 4-wheel drive. Those talk tracks and those talking points between your team and the customer is just going to be so much better with this type of information. And it's just such a great way to prioritize who you're reaching out to.
Yeah, prioritizing the folks who are really interested because they keep coming back. It's a super helpful tool.
Yeah. And this is available right now in Snap Plus. All it requires is just to email support and say, hey, please turn this on. If you do not have Snap Plus right now, it is like the easiest, most affordable feature upgrade that you can get anywhere. So yeah, reach out to us. We can get you set up with this. All right, next up.
Yes, indeed, the Eco Badge. So adding to the suite of superlative badges that are already out there that we all know and love is this new low emissions one. Gas prices being what they are, environmental issues being hot in the news. We know consumers are interested in being eco-friendly, and so having a badge that will call out low emissions has been added to the suite of badges that are already out there, like the best fuel economy one, which everybody's very conscientious about with gas prices being what they are and whatnot. So really excited to have a new badge in the library for everyone.
And do our customers have to do anything to make these things appear?
No, actually, they'll just show up in the rotation. I actually saw my first couple of live ones out there in the world yesterday. So no need to do anything. They'll just start showing up.
Speaking of things that are going to start showing up, let's talk about some new designs.
Yeah. While we're talking about superlatives, while we had the hood up doing that eco-friendly badge, we said we could use some improvements here on the general superlatives design. So we are giving it a new coat of paint and making it actually a lot easier for us to add other badges in the future with some of the work that we're doing to just sort of behind the scenes clean up the code itself a little bit and clean up the designs, give them a nice new modern look and feel. So that is more of a preview of coming attractions. It's not quite ready for prime time yet, but stay tuned because I'm sure we'll be talking about this one again when they are actually ready to go live.
That's right. We've hired a fantastic user interface and user experience person, Tanya, and she is taking a fresh look at everything. And the new superlatives design here is one of the first things that we will be rolling out. As Gwen said, it's not ready yet, but it's coming soon. We're letting you know.
Yep, exactly. Oh yeah, this is a great one too. This is a nice reminder of how many great things we've had in the works over the last month, right? This is great. The Snap form fill for auto APR is going to reduce the friction for users who come in who are both. If you are a dealership that has both Snap and auto APR, and your users go into Snap and enter in their information to get a market report, and then follow that workflow through to also do the payment explorer, their information will show up. Any information that they put into the Snap interface will show up in the auto APR one, so they don't have to add all that back in again, reducing that consumer friction for continuing on in the workflow. Makes it easier for all of our products to act like we all are part of the same company, since us and auto APR have joined forces.
That's right. And this is currently it's a one-way street. So if they fill out the Snap form, we can pre-populate the auto APR form. That just makes things go faster. It will make conversions on the website happen at a higher percentage. It'll just tick it up just a nice little bit there. It doesn't work the other way yet, right? If a consumer fills out an auto APR form first, we're not yet populating any information in the Snap form yet. But there we go. This one will start out and make things a little bit better.
Great thing to point out. Yeah, it is a one-way street still, but I imagine we'll start doing more of these kind of improvements as we get to know our products, how they can work together better.
Absolutely. All right. So next up, we're going to shift gears into a little bit more of best practices. And again, just comes directly from feedback from our customers saying like, yeah, I mean, we're having a little bit of relief with inventory here, but we still need to just ramp up our game with inventory sourcing. And we have them asking a lot of times, like, what can we do? And we have all these best practices that we have published. And sometimes you just forget they're there. You never knew they were there. You're new to the team. And we've got some great links here in this deck you'll be able to see afterwards. But some really straightforward, simple templates you can use for texting just to follow up with consumers. So you just take any thinking out of the equation, just make it super easy. When you're running any type of marketing campaign, usually you're building these special URLs. Google has a very simple URL builder that allows you to track everything easily in Google Analytics. That information also will populate back into our reporting and our dashboard, so you can see it there as well. But it just makes it really easy to see, like, yep, here's this marketing campaign we did, and here's how much traffic came in from Facebook versus Twitter versus one ad copy versus another. It's straightforward. That's that second link there. The third one is that kind of orange box that you see below there. It's a, hey, we want your car. It's just a simple sign you can print out and stick anywhere in the dealership. Service room is a great spot as well for that too. We give you the instructions on how to easily make your own QR code so that it can link back to where you need it to that, give us, 10-second trade value basically type of thing there. And then we also have had a lot of requests lately, like, hey, how do I make these hang tags? I can hang from my rear view mirror so that we're done servicing the car, they're picking it up, we got this thing hanging in the mirror, they can scan it, get a value on their car. We've got some step-by-step instructions on that. We don't print these for you. They're super easy to get printed though. We've got some links in the article about, hey, just Google printing hang tags. And by the way, here's an example of a place you can use to print these out. One of our customers I was speaking with just about a month ago gets, 5 to 10 leads from this per month, and we'll close one, be able to acquire one car from it just from hanging these things. It's such an easy thing you can do. It's not hard, but it's absolutely
Nice.
worth it. Along those lines, we have just some straightforward basic email templates that you can use to send out to your customer database. We just post this stuff in here for free. We've got a couple people that contribute to it, some more than others, but it's just a great way to message your consumers like, hey, here's the state of the world this month. Here's why it makes sense to see how much your car is worth, or to get a firm offer on your car if you want to sell it to us. And it's super easy. Like it's plain text. You don't have to mess with HTML or putting in images and logos, none of that. The plain text works just as well, if not better, than the slick stuff designed by marketing. And we'll include in there also some follow-up emails you can use to how to respond to people when they do fill it out. The results on this can be anywhere from fantastic to just off the charts. If you're not doing a basic email once a month, please just do this. If you need help with that, reach out to myself. If you don't know who your account manager is, we can get you set up with them. It's straightforward. It is simple and easy to do and absolutely worth it. All right. And I think with that, we approach the Q&A portion. We'll just kind of let that be known that if you have questions now, you can ask them. And while you were thinking up of all these great questions to ask, or none at all, we'll kind of march through here. Here's the bonus content. If you haven't seen this yet, we printed these up at NADA. It's like, hey, it'd just be fun to have TradePending look like it was Top Gun back in March at the show. These things, they were gone within like 24 hours. We had such high demand for them. We brought them back. What we're asking for you, we will send you this shirt for free. All you need to do, let's see, can I get out of here? Can I flip?
I don't know.
Hop over to our Facebook page, our LinkedIn page, our Twitters. Give us a follow. It's a fair trade for a free t-shirt, right? And then just come on
definitely
back and fill out the form in that post. I should show you that there. So boom, you see this post right here? It's got this little form right here. You click in here, you go fill it out. You'll get your free t-shirt here in about a month. So there you go, do that. And as always, if you don't have your own TradePending mascot yet, the wobbly bird, fill out that form right there and we will send you one of these to keep on your desk for free and entertain your peers, your coworkers, your customers, and your children. All right. And with that, we have reached the end of the customer training webinar. We've got our contact information here. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. And thank you, Gwen, for joining me today.
Yeah, likewise, Matthew. Thank you.